I've been at Calvary on staff. I've been on staff for more than 12 years now. And, but we've been attending. I was an attendee since 1999. So I want to say that as a participant, I was through the course once, and then as sort of a plant, a table plant or a table, I was through it a second time, and then I've led it twice as well. Oftentimes as a leader, it's really easy to go in with a script, right? I know that on week one, I need to accomplish a get to know you game. I need to accomplish setting out some parameters. So we go in with this script. And then if we don't listen to who's at the table, and we don't realize that, we're not listening to see who is God bringing and what's on their plate, metaphorically, then we're not really ministering to them. We really are running them through a program. We try not to look at ministries as programs, but opportunities for people to connect with each other and to know more about God and ultimately to follow after him. And so if you're to make sure that as you're laying out your agenda, as you're laying out your to-do list, that you're making room for people to connect with each other. When you have a mixed table, I think that my experience has been the same, and that is that just because men are known to want to talk about their jobs doesn't mean that all men want to talk about their jobs, and doesn't mean that men want to talk about everything they do. Just because women have typically or traditionally been more home focused doesn't mean that they only want to talk about the home. Just be open to making course corrections when you have the women and men who sit around the table to recognize you don't have to fall into talking to men just about their careers or sports, and talking to women just about their home life or their families. To recognize we all have gifts, and God's going to use a variety of people in all of those ways for his glory, and he's going to use every person at that table in some way to challenge you or someone else. So much of it is relational, I don't want you to, I'm not this person that has charts in my office about what are different people's different personality types. But as I've seen the way Jesus loves the church, and I've grown so much in love with the local church, I do see that God brings us here for a reason, that there's a set of gifts that you bring to the church that only you can bring. And so it's like, wow, God, if I believe that to be true about the church, then I have to believe that to be true about Christianity Explored. I have to believe that God is going to bring someone to the table because there's something that they can bring that only they can bring. We had a man who just said, it was a woman who's just said, and she just swore up a storm. She says, this is BS. And if you believe it, you're an effing idiot. And she threw it across the room and she walked out. And I just think, if it's true that everyone brings only what they can bring, what did she bring other? But she, in some ways you think, well, she was honest about her feelings, and she was honest about what she thought about it. She never came back. That's okay. And I think it does set the stage for people to be honest. So that's why I love Christianity Explored. I think the videos are excellent. I think the support is excellent. You guys do an amazing job.
Well, thank you.